Hey guys, it's Erica and welcome to today's video. I am doing a book haul today. Molly is here with me as well. So I have to refilm my October book haul because I don't know what happened to the footage. I apparently was filming and not actually filming, so I have to redo the book haul. So it's going to be up a little bit later than I had hoped, but that's okay because I'm still going to film it because I'm still excited about all of these books that I bought this month. And I also went to the bookstore yesterday, Monday. Today is Wednesday, so I went Monday, November 6th, and I did purchase 3 other books, so I'm just going to include them in this one because I feel that I'm not going to be doing another book haul for November or December. I think I'm going to spread it out like a couple months only because I don't always buy books on a regular basis, so it's probably just going to be every couple of months that I'll do a book haul, but I will be doing like book reviews as I finish books, which there is a book review up now on my channel, so go watch that. I will link it down below and on the screen here. So yeah. I'm going to start off with the books that I bought in October. I did get some at a thrift store and Books A Million. I only have a Books A Million around me. I do have a second on Charles, but it's actually kind of cheaper to get them at Books A Million than it is a second on Charles, which is odd. But I don't have a Barnes & Noble. I wish I did because I really want to go into a Barnes & Noble, but I don't have one around here. So the first book that I got is The Queen of Hearts, which this is the book review that I did on my channel. This is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. This was $4 at Books A Million, and I say overall it was a pretty good book. It did take me a little while to read it. I like to read, but I don't read fast. Especially having a kid, it's like extremely hard to read fast, in my opinion, because you're always distracted. But I did pick up this book. It was pretty good, by Colleen Oakes. So I picked up this book, and it was a pretty good read. And then on that same trip, you want to play this one?
No.
On that same trip, I also picked up the Rose. I'm sorry, she's crying. But I also picked up The Rose and the Dagger by Renegades. I have the first book, The Wrath and the Dawn, because I heard a lot of people talking about that book, and I saw this one at Barnes & Noble, at Books A Million for $5.97, so $6. And I thought might as well pick it up because when I finish reading that book, I can just pick up this book right away. So I don't have to like forget what I read and then get this book and then be like, I don't remember, you know, that type of thing. So I did pick up this. I am currently starting to read The Wrath and the Dawn, so it's a bit slow for me, but I'm ready. And can we just talk about like the inside cover of this book? I am a sucker for good packaging, good pictures on books and stuff like that. Like I'm a big buyer for things like that. And then the next book that I got on that trip was The Coldest Girl in Coldtown by Holly Black. Looks like this. I've heard a lot of people talk about this book as well or see it on their bookshelf. I love watching bookshelf tours, you know, random things. This was only $3, so I decided to pick it up for a paperback book, but I'm excited to read this. It sounded pretty interesting. I basically go off of what other people are reading, so that's why I picked up that, and it was only $3, so I can kind of, if I need something to read, I can pick up that, and it wasn't too expensive. And then another trip that I went on at Books A Million, I picked up my English today, Lady Renegades, from the Rebel Belle series by Rachel Hawkins. I picked up this because I have the first and the second book. I started reading the second book and then it just kind of fell off for me. But I want to read that book and the third book, so this was only $5, so I picked it up while it was there. Now I have all 3 of them in a hardcover, so that's fantastic. So that way they all match on my bookshelf because I also like all of my books to match. So, oh. There's my receipt from Books A Million as well. So yeah, I picked up that one to finish the series. Yeah. And then the last 3 books that I purchased in October, I actually purchased at a thrift store. If you have thrift stores around you, I highly recommend checking them out because they will have books for $1.50, $1.50, and if you go on their half price day, then it's even cheaper. So I have gotten books where they're only 25 cents or 50 cents or $1. All of these books that I did purchase in October were $1 this time. So the first book I picked up was the Rosie Project by Graeme Simpson. I don't even know. But it's the Rosie Project. I've heard a couple things about this and seen it on people's bookshelves. It seemed kind of interesting. I'm not really sure, but if I end up not liking it or can't finish the book, it's not going to be a huge deal because it was only $1 for a hardback. So it's not like I spent $20 on it hoping it was great and it was horrible. So there's that one. The next book that I picked up was the Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. It looks like this. Honestly, I just saw the cover, thought it looked interesting, thought I saw it on BookTube somewhere at some point, so I picked it up. It definitely sounded interesting because it takes place in 1686 with an 18-year-old girl. So that sounded pretty interesting to me, so I decided to pick it up for $1 and see how it is. I did look it up on Goodreads. It said it wasn't the best book out there, that it was kind of boring and, you know, it didn't really have any, like, storyline to it. It wasn't about many things, so I don't really know how this is going to go, but I have some good expectations for this. And once again, like, the inside is a map of Amsterdam in 1686, and it continues on to the back as well. So I thought that was interesting, and I picked that up. And the last book that I picked up was 8,000 Splendid Suns by Khalid Hassani, I believe is how you pronounce their name. So I picked this one up. I actually read the first book, The Kite Runner. Yep, The Kite Runner, in my sophomore year of college, which was about, oh my gosh, 3 years ago, I think. Oh my god. That's crazy to think. Anyway, so yeah, I read the first book in class. I actually only started skimming it, and then I actually fell in love with the book. So I decided to pick up the second one because I saw it there at the bookstore, and I wanted to read the second one. But now I'm going to have to reread the first one because I only remember little bits in the story from the first book. So I want to reread that and then start this book because I really enjoyed the first book a lot. So, oh, somebody even sticky noted things in here. I didn't even notice that. Since this was at a thrift store, sometimes you find some weird things in there. So, yeah, I think that this is going to be a really good read. And look at that without the dust jacket on it. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going to need more room on my bookshelf because I've run out and I can't even fit these books on there. So then I have 3 other books that I bought in in November on Monday. Like I said, I'm just going to include them now, like I said, because I don't think I'm going to be doing a specific one for November, to be honest. If I do, fantastic. If not, I'll just save it for like January or February. So the first book that I picked up was Alienated, which was $3.97, so $4. And I have seen this book go around BookTube saying that it was pretty good. It's an actually pretty sturdy book, like, for being paperback. So I picked it up because it does sound interesting with, like, aliens and, you know, like, a preppy girl and she falls in love and stuff. So this might be a good one to just do a quick read since it is pretty small and hopefully goes quick. I think it's like, yeah, it's almost 400 pages. So I thought it sounded interesting for $4, so I picked that up. Okay, so the next book that I picked up is The Burning by Danielle Rollins. Honestly, I have never heard about this book. This is the first time I've seen it, which was at Books A Million. And this was $5, but once I read the inside, it really captured my attention. It's about a girl in juvenile detention center, I believe. Oh, correctional facility. This other girl comes in and she has like this weird power, or evil something around her from the woods, and this girl just wants to get out because her time is up, but she is struggling to get out because of this other inmate that's in there. Just sounded interesting. It kind of reminded me of The Diary of a Haunting, if you haven't read that. If you get scared easily, don't read it. But that's what this kind of reminded me of, with the scary, spooky, mystery, I don't know, type of thing with this, like, paranormal, I guess, type of thing. So I decided to pick it up for $5 because it sounded a lot more interesting than some of the other books that I had seen there. And then the last book I picked up is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyan, which I am currently trying to read, as you can see my little bookmark in here. And this I picked up because I watched the movie on Netflix, and that was such a phenomenal movie. I loved it that I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick up the book. It was $4. It's a very small book, but the movie was so fantastic that I wanted to read the book afterwards. And the book, it doesn't have the same, like, capturing feeling right now in the beginning as the movie did, but it's still pretty good, and I can't wait to finish this. So I cannot wait to finish reading this book. I am really excited about it. And that's all that I bought in October and the first week of November. But there is one thing that I want to ask you guys. If you have read The Passenger and Voyager, that duo, let me know in the comments below and tell me if that was a good book or a bad book, like a hit or miss, essentially, because I did have both of them at Books A Million, and I was going to pick them up, but they were like $5 and $6, and I just wasn't sure if I was going to love it or if I was going to hate it, because there were so many mixed reviews on Goodreads, and the storyline, it captured me, but some parts didn't capture me, where I thought it might have been boring. So if you guys have read those, let me know down in the comments if I should go pick them up or not and start reading them, because I'm really torn about those two books. So I would really like your guys' opinions on that. But yeah, anyways, those are the books I purchased. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books within the last month or so, and I'm excited about 8 of them, I would say. So I am so ready to get reading and finishing these books. And what is she doing back there? So yeah, I'm really excited, and if you have read any of these books, let me know down in the comments and tell me how you thought they were and if you liked them or didn't like them. And any other book recommendations that you have, leave them in the comments as well. I would love to check out some new books and different things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button on your screen. Don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications of my newest uploads so you can see them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! You want to say bye? Bye! Come here. Say bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, she's trying to give you guys kisses. No. They can't get kisses through the screen. Okay, we'll put the big back in. There you go. Bye, guys. Yeah.